Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here.
Go lock in with Tamika's Den. Ooh, that's fire. Go lock in with Tamika's Den.
Hello, 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 beautiful people. Get on in here, get on in here, get on in here. We are talking all how far. We got everybody in the building. Miss Kira,
Yeah.
Shay,
Hey.
Slice of Horror, Candy Love, Candy Love, Monique 69 Ways.
Yeah.
Child, this was a hot ass mess. There
Yes.
was a lot going on in all her four. We've been trying to talk about this for a while, baby, but we finally was able to come together to have the discussion of it all. Because I was like, oh my God, I was cursing. The one thing I do remember, because I was just saying behind the scenes that I haven't got to rewatch it since when I first watched it. But what I do remember is not even 10 minutes into this, I was cursing the damn people out, and I really didn't know like the full story. I felt like I saw something similar to this before, with just like how they showed the trailer, and when you was reading the synopsis, you really didn't have a lot to go on, which I appreciate when it shows like that. I don't like when we get too many trailers and or too much in the trailer where I feel like y'all pretty much
You
showed
saw
me
the
every damn
whole
thing that's gonna
right.
happen. Yeah. So the only thing we really knew was, okay, her child is missing. She done showed up to this house, and the lady is like, "Girl, I don't know you. I don't know your damn child. I don't know who you looking for." And I'm like, "What? Like, what is going on? What happened? Like, how did you get here where
Mm-mm.
you don't know what the hell your damn baby is?" So that was pretty much, all I knew. I don't know about any of y'all, but y'all can, we'll start with Monique. Like, tell me, what was your overall thoughts? Did you know where we was going?
Uh, I was like, "What's going on?" At first, it got you thinking that she losing her mind, that she forgot what she actually did with the child, and then as the time go on, I grew suspicious of the core group of the family and the friend. I'm like a colleague or whatever. I'm like, it's one of y'all mother freakers, like for real, because it's just like, what's going on? Because they do have you like, okay, go this way or that way. Like either she lost her mind and she made a misstep or whatever, and or it could be one of those the core group.
Hmm.
It was a group project. Oh, it was two people. I don't know. It was just getting crazy and crazy. And the husband very was number one on my list at the time went on because he was so controlling of every, not just with her, it was with his siblings. It was just weird.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely agree with that.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I said, lady, how you don't know who you was talking to? How you don't know who you was texting? But it ain't your fault, sis. It ain't your fault because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that raggedy ass husband of yours. But that ain't the question you asked me. That ain't what you asked. That ain't what you asked. I was suspicious of the husband because he was crying and carrying on too much. And I'm like, you probably ain't fool with that kid like that. It was just he was just too turned up for me and not in the
Hmm.
right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he wanted to blame her. When people place blame on other people, it's like you done something. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And I had a little suspicious of Dakota fan and the way she was. Oh no, he's not with me now. I don't know. She was so
Mhm.
out, like she didn't care about what the lady was asking her. But they just met 2-3 weeks ago. So, I don't know you like that. But okay, I'm sorry your son missing, but check again. Um, yeah, I was suspicious of the husband and Dakota Fanning's character from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Miss Kira.
Child, shout out to Candy Love first and foremost, because like Tamika, I thought it reminded me of something else, which was the Stolen Girl. So I was like, when Candy asked me about it, I'm like, I'm about to watch that. We done seen this already. Da da da. And she was like, okay, girl. And then I went and watched the trailer, and I was like, wait a minute. And then I just kind of was all over the place. I was blaming everybody. The only thing that I was sure is that it wasn't, Lawrence. I knew it wasn't the black guy because they could have picked you out too easily. So I knew it wasn't you because we would have known. But other than that, I was suspicious of everybody. I thought folks was having affairs with the nanny. So, I was all over the place. And there was that husband definitely, some of it I could see. And then there was a whole lot that I was like, oh, you doing all of that. So yeah, it was a good.
Yeah. Child. Okay.
Um, I was definitely suspicious of the husband, but not for the way that I saw things panning out to be. This
Mhm.
is like a wife and a mom's worst nightmare. That she literally married a total and complete monster, and there's no way else to describe this man, as he is a complete monster. I knew he did something, but there never in a million years would I have been able to guess exactly what he did. But it's like, I know you guilty. You did something. I just can't say what it is. You did something. But it's just interesting how everything unfolded with each episode, and that it's like everybody had like some kind of dealings with the husband or issues with him, and the only one who just really was just oblivious was like the wife. Other than in the back of her mind, she just didn't like being around him. She just really didn't understand why. But this was wild. Whoever thought of this, like, I want to know your life story. Like, what did you go through that this is where we ended up? That's what I want to know.
Yes, that's good that you brought that up because hi Inga. We just getting started and I'm about to give just a little bit of background before we get to you. So far, I was asking everybody their thoughts. Did we have any predictions when we first started out? Was we reacting any kind of way when we first started? But let me just mention that I believe her name is Andrea. Mara, I'm not too sure if I'm saying the last name right, but apparently she had a situation where she went to pick up her child, actually got scared for a minute, thought something happened with the child, but luckily it didn't. But she was saying that's like one of your worst fears. And I'm gonna tell y'all, one time out years ago when my son was going to this daycare, I overslept, jumped up. I was like, oh my God. When I tell you I went outside looking crazy as hell, afro, everything, I didn't give a damn. I was like, where my baby? Got to the school was shut down. And I'm like, well, normally they would call, what the hell is going on? Did they take him to the precinct? I called my girlfriend hysterical, same one that always be helping me now. And she was like, girl, why are you hysterical? He's here with me. I already went and got him. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. So that is a big fear. But apparently that gave her the inspiration where she took that and decided to write a novel that she came out with in 2021 and expanded on it and took it to all different kind of places and gave us a mystery thriller. And I'm like, oh, okay, sis, you did that because this story was sure as hell crazy as I don't know what. But it's funny that inspired her to go to these levels because this really was one of them situations where I was like, throw everybody away, all the y'all's damn trash. And the husband was getting on my nerves like from day one, but I didn't know, the ins and outs and where it was going to take us to. Inga, are you there? I don't know, she might stepped away for a
Yeah, I'm
minute.
here. I'm here.
Oh, okay. Any thoughts on how this thing first started? Like, what was you thinking about it? Because I said I was cursing it out like the first 10 minutes.
Well, first off, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes,
Hope
happy New
everybody had a
Year.
great holidays and all of that stuff.
Yeah, well, when I got in touch with y'all and said, have y'all seen this crazy show? Because I think I might have reached out to a couple of y'all. And I said, because this thing pissed me off. I was cursing at everybody. I was suspicious of everybody. I don't even care if they had a cat or a dog. I was suspicious of them. I was suspicious of everybody. I mean, so it was a lot of twists and turns. And I think it might have been Candy I heard say, you don't know where your child was. I mean, like, she didn't do no enough investigation for me to just let your child get picked up by somebody. But I know they're not our color, and so they do things a little differently than probably I would have done. But that's how it is.
Yeah, 'cause I did think about that too because I'm like, first I'm pissed, like, ma'am, right? Because we start out, our main character is Marissa Irvin, right? And of course she goes to the house. She like, hey, I'm here to pick up my son Marlo. I believe Marlo was supposed to be like 5. He's supposed to be new to this school. And grandma
Mhm.
looked like, girl, ain't no damn Marlo here. I don't know you or Marlo. I don't know why the hell you knocking at my door. So she, checking the address, checking it twice, making sure. And it's like, yes, this is the address, but nobody's here, by that name. And she was actually, well, I guess we could say she was nice because she invited her in. She trying to let her make calls and figure it out. And we kind of get a little bit more where it's like, well, he was supposed to have been on this play date. And we take turns, and that's a way for the mothers to kind of breathe because I guess everything falls on the mamas in this damn town. Okay, the damn daddies ain't doing crap, and
Ain't
so
worth a damn.
yeah, right. So at least this way, your child is, allegedly safe, getting to play and interact with other kids, and it's helpful to you. And this is something that they do at the school. So I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. I'm with you a little bit, but of course, we wouldn't be doing that. My mama wasn't trying to do that with me. But then as we going on and you start getting hysterical because now y'all done called I think is what the hell was her damn name? I don't remember everybody freaking names because I couldn't stand her ass. I think she was Sarah. She was so annoying. She was calling her because originally she's thinking
Oh,
that
the nanny.
went on the play date with damn, gosh, y'all don't remember nobody damn name now.
I
She
remember the
thought
names
that
you
he was on a play
said.
date with Jenny's son, which Jenny is my girl Dakota fan, and that was another reason why I want to check it out because I like her and I like Sarah, who's playing Marissa too. So when I saw them in the trailer, I'm like, oh, okay, that was like another bonus. So she actually thinking she's with her. She's saying he's with her. She's saying she got
Right.
a text from her, but then come to find out the text wasn't from her. She's like, no, girl, the Lady Laura first was like, well, first of all, there's no way he could have had a play date with your son because he's actually at a play date with my son. You must have confused the dates. And then when we check in with Jenny, she's saying too, like, no, I'm at work and, my son is over here. Like, is Milo okay? So now we get worried. Now the police get involved. Now hubby is coming. We running up, hugging him and we crying. You don't have him. No, you don't have him either. And it made me laugh when they were sitting there doing the freaking questions. And he like, you mean to tell me you didn't check and you didn't know something? You didn't know either. You don't even know where the hell he supposed to get damn dropped off at. Like,
Mm-mm.
what was happening? And then as
Yeah.
we dig further, it's like she never even texted with her before. That's when she started losing me again.
Oh, you talking about Carrie, the other
Yeah.
person?
Like how's
No, the
Ray?
mama. She never texted with the other mama.
Yeah, she didn't know anything. Like y'all really
Oh
didn't know each
yeah.
other because you was making it seem like this your homegirl and she's so nice.
Absolutely not.
And she had to go to the school list, the list of
Mm-hmm.
numbers,
And then the
contacts.
number was different. Child.
Yeah.
I get that
Right.
this new type of idea of play dates and mom
Mm-hmm.
groups. I need to speak to my child. First, my child got to have a tracker, but I think they took something off the child though.
Yeah, they
But
did have a tracker, and the
She have a
police found
tracker.
that in the
Yes,
damn
they took it
parking
off,
lot.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
she
look,
took it off.
I'm gonna listen. I gotta call Jenny, Leah, whoever. Hi, hello, you got him? He's good. Can I say hello, baby? Hi, how was
Right.
your day? Like, you just gonna let them pick your child up and never have no contact at all till it's time to pick them up? I guess.
But
Miss
I
Karen,
do feel
Miss Karen, she
like
didn't even know the lady really like that. She didn't even
At
really know
no,
all.
that
that's
lady.
what that's
She
what
At
I'm
just let
all.
her
saying.
go
Because
with this lady that she
initially,
really did not know. You had not had
initially
that
they
lady
made
over to
it
your
seem
house.
like
You
they
hadn't been to
was
her house.
friends. Yeah,
No.
initially it made it seem like they was friends, but then the more
Right.
she's talking, it's like, oh, well, you really didn't know her like that. But let me ask y'all, do y'all think that the school should get some of the blame? Because, like, with this story, right, we get piece by piece, bits by bits, and certain pieces that we kind of go back and forth with. So initially, all we know is that allegedly Jenny was supposed to have this play date with her child, but really she didn't. You know, Sarah's the one that be setting up all of the play dates, and I guess part of this became her idea. But all Sarah want to do is gossip or talk about, are you going to do something with the damn fundraiser? She was like literally good for nothing. We didn't really know anything else. And then when they're even asking them, well, what about your nanny? Is the possibility he could be with him? I mean, her. They're like, no, she just so happens to have this weekend off because she's going away on a trip. And they like, that's suspicious. Okay. That's really convenient that she would have this same weekend off. But the school, of course, at this point, we didn't know this. We found that out later. They literally knew who had came and picked him and who they saw pick him up from the school. So the school, we just let anybody come. Like, we ain't got to have them on a list. I don't know.
Exactly. Child, I think was it last year? My adult child went to pick up my high school age child, and he was like, "You have to call the school. I'm not on the list." Now I don't know how that slipped, but he was 16, 17 years old, and they wouldn't even let him go with his legal brother. So I don't know why the school just letting a 5-year-old go all willy-nilly with somebody that wasn't on the list. But that was a whole. So they definitely are to blame. That absolutely not.
Yeah, because at
That
this
don't make any
point,
sense.
the cops was telling them like, okay, we actually have a lot of situations where it could be miscommunication with the nannies and parents, right? But now we're beyond 6 hours, so we don't think this has anything to do with miscommunication. We think he was purposely taken, and now we want to kind of know, like, was any ransoms or any other things going on, any means you have that might have taken him, because we still don't know who exactly, took him. We still ain't see him. And so when they asked about her showing them a picture of him, none of that. And then all of a sudden we hearing Jenny's name be brought up. And it was funny with Marissa's family, like especially the sister of her husband, jumping in like, oh, well, who is she? And we might have to have a lawsuit, da da da. And then her husband and the same Sarah lady from the damn school kind of saying, oh, well, girl, you don't want to admit to that. And she like, well, what am I going to admit to? Like, I'm genuinely worried about him. I don't know what's happening. How would they have my number? Why would they use my information of all people? And I put friends, how many of us have them? Because we acting like this lady was our friend the whole time. We kind of already spoke about that. And then she comes over saying, I'm so sorry. Initially, when I saw this in the trailer and I didn't know who she was supposed to be, I thought she was a sister or some kind of family member that was, genuinely like, I'm so sorry you're going through this situation. But of course, now once we got here and we find out, like, these people did not even freaking know each other at all. And we see in some pieces of her life, she going through damn near the same thing. Her husband is raggedy too. Like I said, all the men, you might as
Yeah,
well just
I was going to ask y'all about did y'all have suspicion about that husband? He never shed no tears. He never really was crying.
No,
He
that man was
seemed
acting
weird the whole
crazy.
time.
He was acting a
All
donkey.
them
He was acting
husbands.
like he had something to do with it. From what I could see.
every time he cried, you never saw a tear drop when he was supposed to be crying.
No,
The
he
eyes
ain't had
was
no
dropping
tear
as
come down
There
his
hell.
was
face.
tears, but he was cutting up and acting he was clowning real bad. Like, sir,
Yeah.
calm down. You ain't
Kay,
doing
you
Yeah.
got any thoughts on this, Kay?
This one, her raggedy husband.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them was hers too,
Anything. Yeah,
because
either one.
he don't want to spend time with his kid. He was like, when you coming home, she working.
Right? Come get this
That
baby.
Oh, both of
exactly.
the husbands was raggedy. Both of
But
them.
exactly, definitely both of them. Jenny's raggedy husband. At this point, I don't even know why he got married and had a child, because he act like he really didn't even want a family. All he
Yeah,
want to do is scroll TikTok. What kind
that
of
part.
grown ass man with a wife and young child goes to play, just scrolls on TikTok. Like that's the life that you want? How old are you? How old are you really? That man act like he just wanted to be a young, wild, and free. Like,
Yeah.
sir, are you gonna grow up?
That part.
Completely in a situation he shouldn't even be in. Like, why you drag a woman and a child into your foolishness when you really want to be a high school teenager? Because that's what it was giving. And then Peter with his let me tell you, Peter
Well,
is
you're right. He probably didn't want no baby. He probably didn't want that child.
no, not at all. He was giving I want to be 16. And was mad at her because she wanted to be a whole grown adult and handle business, and he didn't. He just wanted to play around. And then
Eat snacks and
Marissa's husband,
scroll.
he snacks and scroll. He said that was his life. He was living the life. He was pulling the wool over her eyes for a good little minute. He was really
Talking about,
living
I
the
gotta
life.
go this minute meeting, or I gotta go do something. And he on the
Some
side of the
extra group.
road. He on the side of the road scrolling and snacking. I would. She should have put a belt. I mean, belt to ass or a bet to
Yeah,
that.
No,
car.
that's exactly what he needed. Because since he want to act like a kid, she could have just treated him right on like a kid. Since he want to just play at the park and scroll on TikTok again,
Right.
like so that was the she should have literally. She didn't go off enough for me for him
Yeah,
to be not
she
doing a damn
didn't.
thing.
Not
And he
at
was
all.
perfectly fine with her doing every little thing possible, and he just like, oh, I just needed a break. How do you need a break? You don't even do anything to get a break
He's
from
not
her.
even
You
doing
can
the
have
bare
all the
minimum.
breaks. You can have all the breaks you want because you're gonna not be sleeping in this house no more. Right.
That
Right.
part.
Ain't do a
He barely
damn
doing a
thing.
bare minimum, which is watch your
Right.
kid, look after
Yeah.
your kid. You don't
Talking about
want to do that.
talking about I
Because
just
every
need a
time
break.
she would be like, yo, I gotta go to work. Don't you get out of your class at 2 or you get a break here or you
Right.
leave at this time. He's talking about, oh no, it's important to the kids. They like when we say after, like especially once they found out that their nanny was involved because they only knew about allegedly it being Marissa's and them nanny. Once we found out about our nanny, it's like, well, what are we gonna do? We still have to be able to go to work and do the things, day in and day out. And
Right.
he was like, oh, we're gonna figure it out, but we're not figuring it out. You're leaving it on me. Like, what are we talking about here, sir? I was like, oh my God, like they are all useless. What's up, man? Rose One? Thank you for coming in. I think I've seen some other people come in. Thank y'all for joining us. You said
The trash.
Jenny's husband would call her for anything while she was busy at work. Is like you can make some decision of your own. Yes, because one time he called her and was like, he needs you. He wants to speak to you right now. He won't lay down. Like, you figure that shit out. What the hell are we talking about? And I'm in a meeting.
Right. Trying to close a deal. Here you go.
How much longer you gonna be?
Right.
I got to go. I need a break. I got to go do something.
I just left the house. Leave me the
right.
The child didn't want to be with him anyway. The child didn't even like him.
He was like, I don't even
and
know
the
you
thing
like
about
that.
it was,
I don't even know you like that, right?
The thing about it was the nannies was kind of like, able to step in and get in good with the kids and the family and know all the ins and outs because they spending most of the time with the damn nannies, which is kind of what made it easy for this whole situation to go down in the first place. But come to find out, we dressed alike, so now we became friends. And I guess they started seeing that they kind of had, the stuff in common with the husbands.
Similarities
So I guess
and
that's
shitty
what
husbands.
right. We both got shitty husbands, so we can bond over that.
Well, as time went on, they both got shitty husbands. I thought they was about to become lesbian lovers or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have been okay with that,
too.
child.
I thought that too, Monique. I thought that too.
It's better than the
I ain't want to
alternative,
say that,
child.
but I said, oh, they about to be kitty clicking in a minute.
that never crossed my mind. Yeah,
It crossed
when
mine.
whole time
It didn't
just
cross
that they were
mine
just literally
either,
lonely.
but it'd been all right.
It crossed mine later on.
It was sad that they was just that lonely because the person that they signed up to be their partners for life was just nothing but just there. Just somebody taking up space and breathing oxygen in space that they shouldn't even be in, making their lives harder because they had the type of husbands like, shoot, well, I married you, so you now they basically signed up to have free childcare and free labor around the house. They didn't marry them women so that they could have a partner and a spouse. They said, we got a caretaker, we got a cook, we got a housekeeper,
Maid, mattress, and a mule.
I was about to say that. Shout out to Erica Gennaro, made mattress mule.
But what about when Jenny came home from and he in the kitchen making a damn sandwich and left all the shit on the counter? I said,
Oh,
hell
girl,
no.
that pissed me the hell off.
He said, good.
Look, we
I'm so
be
glad you're
boxing.
here.
We be
Okay,
slap
Mhm.
boxing.
listen,
Look.
okay. I left that shit right there to roaches came, okay?
Yep,
Right
I would have took my
So
app right to bed and left it like
Mm-hmm.
you got it.
No.
we yes, we get to meet the family. Come to find out, he have a sister who's basically a ex-addict. He
Yep.
has a brother who's disabled. Now, allegedly, the sister's the one that made the brother disabled. So we're gonna just remind her of that every
Child.
2.5 seconds. And we got a friend that's also a business partner of Marissa, who also has a gambling problem, who we also found out later is sleeping with the sister. And so Peter's having a damn fit because Peter, like the macro, manage everybody damn life and act like he in charge of every freaking body. And when we go for this press conference, then secrets start to kind of come out about Peter. It also comes out about her business. And we wondering if maybe this is something that happened because you owing a whole bunch of money. She's starting to think Peter having a damn affair. And the damn cop asked him, like, are you some kind of like, what's the word when your parents left you money or whatever? You came, I can't think of the word right now. Yeah, I know I'll get the brain.
Okay, the husband's name is Peter, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, now y'all know that's the same crazy man that played in that what's that thing we did y'all
Apples never fall.
yes,
Yes. Yep.
yeah, was you with
Yep.
us, Miss Spear, on that one? You was with us.
Uh-huh. I
Yes,
think she
that's
was
the
with
same
Yeah, I
man, the
remember
one
that.
who was a PDF file.
Yes.
Yes.
He always plays these crazy roles, it seems
Yeah,
like.
when
I
I
don't
saw
know.
his face, I said, "Wait a minute, he looked familiar." And I went and I
Yeah.
looked up. I said, "Oh, that guy."
Yep.
I said, "Oh yeah,
Mhm.
he did it. He took the child."
Damn.
Yeah, I was starting to put two and two together.
Not a default of the other
Yeah, and a
characters of the show.
So at this point, she thought he was having an affair anyway. When the cop talked to him, he was like, "Well, where you get all this money from?" Because he mentions that he take care of his brother and sister, and he had tried to get his brother in this facility, but the facility didn't take him. Blah blah blah. Booply blue. And he's like, "No, I make my own money. I do investments, whatever different stuff." And he feels like it's his responsibility to take care of his, siblings and his family and all that. And the cop was kind of looking like, "Okay, if you say so." Does anybody
And then
have any thoughts?
he wanted this procedure, right? Then the brother wanted a
Yes,
procedure.
he want. And he said that the doctor said he wasn't eligible for it. Like they had allegedly
Right.
went to see
That's
about it.
crazy that he wouldn't let his brother get this procedure.
And he lied.
And then he would force him to walk with the freaking walker and tell him, "Don't take the pain meds like that. Walk with the
That
walker," because he
part.
had a wheelchair too.
He
So you
wanted to
want
Yeah.
to
use
see
that
this man
chair.
just suffer in freaking pain? Like, I'm sorry, I would have been told my brother to F off.
Because he's a
Okay.
Yeah, he
sociopath.
wanted him to suffer.
He wants to
He
be
want to
needed.
be needed. Right. Thank you,
Mhm.
Candy.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what his problem is.
No,
But
and
he eventually told them that though. He said, "No, don't take it because I want you to need me." I said, "What the
yeah, they need to have Peter's picture in the DSM under narcissistic personality disorder. And I hate to break it to y'all, anybody diagnosed with that, it ain't no we can do for you. Okay, there is no
Yeah.
treatment that's going to help, ain't no medicine that's going to help. There's no interventions, especially because most of them don't even want to admit that they have a problem. There is no official treatment for people with narcissistic personality disorder. They do not like anybody. They think that they are the God's gift to man, that they have this grandiose personality. They they feel nothing for anybody else at all. They lack accountability. They lack responsibility. They do not take ownership of anything that they do. They run from accountability like Usain Bolt. They care nothing about anybody unless it benefits them and their own interests. Everything that Peter did was for his own interest. He was not helping take care of his brother and sister for their benefit like he was trying to tell them. It was all for him because he wanted to feel needed. He wanted to feel important. He wanted to feel like this great brother, this great husband, this great guy that just takes care of his family and loves everybody. That's part of the disorder. He didn't do anything for their benefit. It's the part of the illness is that they want to seem like a good person because on the inside they feel like shit. And he even admitted that when he said, I'm the one who caused it, instead of him actually taking ownership of what he did to cover up him feeling like a horrible person. It's like, I got to make myself feel like the best man, the man of the year, every single year, every time. Everybody looks up to me. Everybody needs me. I'm the greatest person alive. Hand me my trophy because I do this, that, and the third for you. And I need everybody to know that I'm such a great person, which is why he had the house, this type of wife. And the life that he lived was only a show to make people think that he was this wonderful person, knowing that he caused his own siblings' downfall. Neither one of his siblings would be where they were in life if it wasn't for him.
Exactly.
And then lied to his wife the whole time, the whole Milo span of life. You're lying to your wife. She don't even know that this is not her own child. He's a complete monster. But you can't tell him that, because in his book, his book, he is a wonderful husband. Because look what I got, y'all. Look at the thing. I take care of everybody in here, and everybody is so financially stable and wonderful. Although you cause everybody's problems.
Because the brother, before we even found out that he was the one that actually did that to the sister, the brother had clocked it when he came over there and was like trying to, fix him some food or something. And he was like saying something to somebody like, oh, you know, Peter likes to feel needed. Or I was like, dang, like the fact that you know that knew they was going through some stuff in their childhood, child, before we even got the reveal that it was him. I said, oh boy.
We just didn't even know how deep the rabbit hole went of the stuff.
Yeah, every time you thought you learned one piece, they had like 5 other, pieces. It was like seeing dominoes fall. It literally was like from bad to worse with each thing. Yeah, I was like, what the hell is going on here?
It was a trail of just crumbs to just gather up that this man, like, she married Satan and didn't even know it.
Yeah. Really, because she actually thought he was being helpful to everybody. And then we kind of got a flashback of both of their lives, like as far as Jenny and Marissa, like to when they, first was pregnant and had their children, and seeing how he would be like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? But your ass ain't helping with nothing. You just keep directing me of how I should be dealing with the newborn baby and working. Yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. But of course we do the search, and some people are kind of against them and feel like they could be a part of this and the reason why their child is gone. Some people trying to help or whatever, but I think this is when Peter actually disappears. We see him go somewhere with the bag of money, but we don't know where he went at the time. The cop busy asking her, like, do you think your husband would have took money? And she like, no, we didn't hear nothing about no ransom, and he wouldn't keep nothing like that from me. Whoopty-woo. We also start to hear something about what's his name that Jay Ellis was playing, Colin, like he had some gambling issues. So it was looking a little shaky for everybody, to be honest. But they kept saying, because at this point they know that Carrie is the one that have him. And they saying she's not dangerous, but then we find them bodies because I think one encounter is like with the dad and one encounter is with her boyfriend that had went to jail, and we also got a backstory on her and how all of that went down. If anybody want to talk about any of that, Miss Kira, you was talking.
No, I said the daddy. I said that part was crazy because ain't none of it go how I thought it was gonna go. Like they made it seem like she was the one that took all them people out, and then the dad he wasn't stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was the bookie or whatever. So he came for Lawrence, which is how she got acquainted with her child. And then the baby daddy was in jail. I was like, oh my God.
And living in a trailer.
I thought she lost the baby then.
That's what I thought.
There kicking that trailer. And then the mama was like, you can't even protect your own child. And I was like, Mama, wait, that ain't cool.
Right.
And then come to find out.
Yeah, initially I thought she had just snapped, and I'm like, well, damn, I actually feel a little bad for her because we seeing like she lost this baby. Your mama's trash. I'm telling you, the amount of trash damn people that was in this freaking show was ridiculous. Daddy, like all of the things.
Pete is the biggest piece of trash, though.
Yeah, he is. The biggest. But they was like,
everybody trash, but he's the worst one.
Right.
But next in line, Carrie's parents, because they treated her so wrong for no reason. Carrie was born into a family of people that just they didn't
They
understand
threw her away pretty much, right?
Yes, they didn't understand her. They didn't even try to understand her, because if
No.
they did, they would have been able to get her a little bit more understanding within her schools, because she was different from everybody else, just the way her brain was wired. But they
Yeah.
didn't want to listen to her when she was telling them things that didn't make sense to them, because her own parents was just straight up trash. So she was like navigating life with what she had, which wasn't a damn much. Then connect herself to some little whatever boy who would end up getting locked up his damn self. She literally had nobody, and the only thing she was trying to cling to was the life that she brought into the world, which I honestly think she would have been a good parent had Peter not done what he had did, because she actually was very innocent in all of this. She actually Carrie ain't do nothing but try to take her own child back. She didn't even do nothing.
That was the gimme gotcha. That was the gimme gotcha. When we got to that part, I was like, oh, well, you just was really trying to get your own child.
She didn't
Okay.
even do nothing wrong. Justice for
And
Carrie.
didn't take nobody out at that point either. Like we found out, it was like, oh,
No,
and you
she
didn't take
didn't.
nobody out. You just want your baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we randomly, well, first of all, I think it was when episode 1 ended, because like I said, there's a lot of back and forth with this. We don't know what the cops is talking about. All we hear them say is, yeah, one of them is guilty. Something about, isn't she coming in? I would have never expected this from this family. So that's what kind of piques your interest even more, where you like, well, I got to get to the next episode. Who the hell lied about what? What the hell y'all talking about? What do y'all know? And then, like y'all mentioned, we start going back. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Anna, the freaking nanny for them, pissed me the hell off. Cause how you running your mouth telling all they business to this girl so casually, where she could get everything out of you, even though later we found out she had good reason, but you didn't know that at the time. But then when the parents and the cops is asking you, do you know her? Can you tell us different things that can help us find him? You all mum's the damn word, lips sealed. See no evil, hear no evil, ain't giving no info. I'm like, part of this was our damn fault too, because she had some loose damn lips.
She don't want to be ill. She don't want to be at fault, and she don't want to get deported.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. She probably was worried about getting deported, but still, if you're supposed to care about this little boy, now's not the time to be lying, because if they're gonna deport you, they're gonna deport you no matter what.
That's true.
But she didn't do it. She just was running. She just was running her mouth, giving the whole playbook. I mean, technically, she didn't do anything. So why would you get deported for that?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because she worked for a man named Peter, who would have been like, oh, she got my son that really ain't my son kidnapped. So therefore, I gotta make it seem like somebody else's fault besides mine. We got to get her out of the country ASAP. Let's call ICE.
But why would she go through these measures instead of just coming to the mother and talking to her and telling her what happened?
Because that sounds crazy. If somebody came up to you and told you that,
and she didn't really have proof until
you're right about that. I probably be looking at,
end.
girl, you better get the hell out of my damn
exactly.
She didn't know anything about logic. She had no logic as a child. She didn't know anything about logic. Her daddy had her pulling capers.
But it just seemed like she planned this thing out, like, I mean, really, really deep, because we see her, the whole thing. She had the car set up. She knew to drop the tracker. She knew their schedule. She knew where they would be. She knew that you cool with Jenny, so I'm going to use Jenny's name. She had her wig and her contacts and all of that ready.
Is this her real hair? Because how many times this girl gonna cut her hair? Cause in it chapter 1, did she cut her hair?
Sure. I don't even remember. I think
Josephine. She was on
Beverly. Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
I ran away. She was
Beverly.
I ran. I don't know.
Nah, I ran. Yes, you did. But it's okay.
So when they doing these back and forths, we actually see that she met up with her a couple of times, like at carnivals, a damn marathon, that the dad was running in, by the way. But of course, he don't give a damn what the hell is going on. And we actually found out that her man ended up getting out of jail, and that she told him that their son was still alive. And at first, I felt like he was looking at her like, girl, you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, what the hell are you doing? But then when he sees the little boy, he actually mentions, like, I believe you. He looks just like, did he say his father? I can't remember who it was. But somebody in his family, he
His
was like, he
dad,
looked
his
like,
granddad, somebody.
yeah. So then I was like, well, wait a damn minute. So it is her damn child. Oh Lord, like what is the truth? Because there was a lot happening, and in the meanwhile, she still have no damn clue. She's still like, oh no, he wouldn't take no money nowhere without me, and I wouldn't know nothing. Jenny ass still coming over here checking on her, and they both having conversations, and that's when they realized, to be honest, they was doing more detective work than the detectives, because I know at one point they realized,
Yeah.
like when they started comparing or receipts and the app, with their kids like the same ice cream or
With
yogurt
the
or something.
nanny. With the nanny.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
how
that
they
doggone
found out the
cake that the
damn
kid
nannies was
wanted.
meeting up. And then she finally
Mhm.
finds the damn bag of money, because of course Peter Raggedy Ass really did take money out. And that's when we find out that he took out homegirl phone. So wait, when the son
Baby.
got brought back, the whole time it's Peter who went, kept him blindfolded, put him in the car, drove him there, left
That part
him
is
there, like,
crazy.
Yes, Peter actually he sat up there blindfolded his own child, put his own child in the trunk of a car, and left him in the damn car.
Just hope everything will work out,
And while
because
Peter was
everybody's
garbage.
freaking
why would
out,
it not?
mind you, everybody in the family is freaking out now because he just now revealed
Right.
that he was responsible for his brother's accident and blamed it on the sister. So everybody's freaking out now, and he just sitting back waiting, like, well, they about to find Milo anyway. So all this gonna go away as soon as they somebody gonna come and get Milo. So all this
Milo was gonna be safe though.
Yes,
Come on.
Marissa freaking out.
Crazy.
Everybody is losing their shit, and he's just like, in the back of his mind, he set a plan in motion for him to act to be a hero of all of it, because the son is gonna come back, and that's gonna erase all the wrongdoings that he just did everybody. So everybody's focus is gonna be off of him and what he did, and back on his child. Peter is like an evil genius.
yeah. Because the fact that he still was telling his sister, like, you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit, all you could do is get on
Yes.
them damn drugs.
Till the bitter
you-
end.
You and this gambling ass, y'all two addicts together, and he's telling the brother, you need me, you can't do nothing without me. The brother
shoulda got punched in the
survived-
mouth.
And he think that the sister took the brother drugs because he supposed to get
Right.
The brother should have got his cane or walker, whatever it was, and bust him inside his head. He really
Mhm.
should have just tried to go off on him. I know.
But
Yeah.
what about when the brother found out that Peter said no to he told him
Exactly.
the doctor told him no, baby. Peter went and got drunk, got that damn wheelchair.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
He was
Yeah.
slamming
That
it.
shit up.
He was
Yeah.
tearing the whole house up.
Drunk driving.
Yeah.
He was tearing the house up with that wheelchair.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's when they first got the call that Milo was found, and they left to go to police station, because he was tearing that house up, and they kept trying to get him to stop. And he's like, he didn't tell you, like, it wasn't the doctor that turned me down. I actually was eligible, and he told them no. I mean, like I said, every time you thought this man couldn't go lower, he did. Because I would never do that to my
He
brother.
went
or
real
sister.
low to the
No.
gutter low. He went so
Yeah.
low.
What about
I mean,
Yeah,
he
'cause
carried
that's
on
not
this
up to
whole.
you.
He carried on
Right.
this lie for years.
Mm-hmm.
He planned this whole thing for years. It's just it
And
was
let
crazy.
his sister spiral into depression and spiral into
Right.
being
Her
an
brother.
addict.
And believe that she hurt her brother.
When he purposefully said he tricked him. When
Right.
she thought
right,
she
right.
did it on an accident, he purposefully did it and let his sister take the blame
Take
for it.
the
Like
fall.
she's been
Take
living
the
with guilt.
blame. Right.
And so that he could be
She's already
the
talking
savior.
about it. I didn't want to.
And that's what made her kind of on the crazy side. Right. Right.
Yeah, I didn't want to say nothing because she had already took the blame for it, and she was already into her story with it. Peter, if she didn't say but 2 words, you could have stopped that shit. You could have said no, no, no.
Exactly.
I'm like, Peter, you ain't hitting on shit for nothing, okay?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the police officer, the Hispanic guy. He was a
Yes.
really good father in the whole.
Yes.
I'm gonna say
He had a
Yeah.
special needs child. He had a special
Yes,
needs child.
yes,
In the
yes.
school. I was like,
so good. Yes,
okay,
Yes.
very
that's
good.
relatable.
Even though
I
he
like
had to
his.
do,
I like that they showed a little bit. I'm sorry. What
he
you
had
were
to do a
saying?
little fraud too for his child, but I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I like that they showed a little bit of his backstory, and you see him struggling because he wanted to be a good cop and a good father. And initially, they was trying to blackmail him in order for his son to get into the school, and he had turned it down. But then later, when he seeing certain stuff, he like, man, listen, you got to do what you got to do sometimes for your child.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was happy for him. I'm like, shit. When he got that phone call, He wasn't paying his wife no, but the wife got the phone call and she called him and was like, he got in. But when he realized a body was coming about that water, he didn't give a damn about what she said.
Right.
He was like, oh, we got a dead body on our hands. But I did appreciate him because even when he went to the school that the son was at, he changed his son's diaper.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, these men wouldn't even
Which that
babysit
school
the
was
child.
supposed
I
to
think
do.
Peter
Right.
didn't come home to 7:00, but the babysitter was there at 4 or whatever. She was there all day or whatever when they got to school. But instead of her leaving at a certain time when you get home, you stay out late or whatever to 7:30, 8:00. You don't come home, as soon as you get off work. You stay out late. I said, okay, Peter, you ain't getting no shit for real. Yo, Peter was getting worse and worse, okay?
Yeah, he
Oh,
really
yes.
was. He
I
really
mean,
was.
Yes, he
He
got
was
worse and
already
worse
like-
each scene. Each scene
Yeah.
he got worse and worse.
I mean,
Yeah.
he was already like this. It was just like he couldn't. You know how you tell one lie, get to another lie, you got to cover the other lie. It's like it was all coming apart at
Yeah.
the seams, literally, because he kept lying on lie. It's like piling up. So yeah.
And I think he was a little racist too, because he really kept firing shots off that collar. But I don't think y'all make a good couple because y'all are addicts.
Oh, I think
First
he
of all-
was low key.
First of
racist.
all,
absolutely.
she's only an addict because of you. So first of all, why are we throwing that out there? Even at that man's funeral, you still talking about well, y'all wouldn't have made a good couple.
Yeah,
anyway.
he was disgusting. He really
Because
was.
he actually really likes your sister. You didn't even think nobody could like your sister because she was on.
Yeah, because it was
Right.
giving possessive too, baby. It definitely was.
He act like he was in love with his sister or something. The way he was acting, like, why you care so much about her love life?
Exactly. It was
Right.
making it seem like Colin wasn't a good enough person.
Right.
Either. Like, nah, I think he wasn't a light enough person, is what it was. Peter, let's call it what it is.
And Colin was calling him out too on his mess.
Okay.
Because he was
But
gaslighting
what
her.
about Colin? I mean, have we talked about Colin and him stealing all the money and he was a gang?
Yeah, because they
Got a
did
question
find out
about-
that he was stealing too. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
He was
Katie.
stealing from the
But-
jobs accounts and some Marissa accounts.
Yeah.
Okay, so he
The
was
job they work at.
okay, thank you, Mo. Because it was like a little flashback, real quick, and he was like, "Yeah, I have power." I don't know. He didn't say power of attorney. He said something over Marissa Irvine account, but it seemed like it flashed to the girlfriend. And I'm like, does she have a something out there where he had?
Yeah, because he had a
taking money.
fund that was set up for her. Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't really want the girlfriend. He just used up for her money. Oh shit!
I don't know. I think it was
I don't
both.
know.
But I
It was a
think
little
it
bit
was
of
that
both.
he had. I think it's that he had the
I
gambling
don't know.
problem.
I think he liked the
and
white
he got
meat.
caught up. No, I do
Yeah.
think he likes her, but
Yeah.
I think he had the
But he got
gambling
caught.
problem.
Yeah, he got caught
And-
up, like Tamika said.
Right, and he got caught up, and then he
Two things
figured
can
he
be
could
true.
take the money to pay off the debt and then replace it back, but he already had got caught out there. So now that made her not trust him and give him the side eye.
Right.
And then we had saw, well, y'all kind of touched on it already, but we got the backplay of the fact that what's her name? I'm telling you, I keep forgetting these people's names. Josie, aka Carrie. We found out that her dad was the one that had took out the boyfriend, and he's sitting here telling her, let him handle everything, that he gonna help her. They gonna get all this money. So freaking Peter really was coming to bring him the money. He had hid Milo in the tub and thinking that he was gonna swindle damn Peter. Peter took his ass out. It ain't funny.
Right.
She came back and found her daddy on that floor, but what he didn't know was that daddy was
Narcissist.
recording their whole conversation.
Yeah, I could say he was
Sociopath.
recording. Yep.
That was crazy. That's what you get. Finally got you. Finally got your
Took
ass,
out
Peter,
the
because
boy-
you was
the-
doing
took
all
out the
kinds of
baby
nefarious
daddy.
stuff.
Right. Took out the baby daddy and then he get took out.
Yeah, you the unalive. Then you taking out all these not innocent people, and you the main one that should have left episode 1. You should have been gone. No, before we even met, you shouldn't even been in the series, okay? Because you've been trash. You shouldn't even been here. Because you trash, Peter.
Because then Josie showed up at the damn house and was like, "Girl, woman to woman, okay, we gotta have a conversation. I need to tell you some damn things." Colin ass ended up getting popped. but she was like, call the ambulance, and she said that the brother could go upstairs to be with Milo. She was like, I don't want to hurt him. I just want to tell you to keep him safe and keep him away from your crazy ass damn husband, girl. You don't know everything that he been out here doing. And
Yep.
before she could say anything, here go Peter again. Anybody want
Peter
to talk
said,
about him?
not too fast. And shut her up for the long term. Damn.
And gonna talk about, no, it was a mistake. I wasn't trying to do it.
We were struggling over the thing. Yeah, I wasn't struggling. Lying behind.
Exactly. He manhandled her and grabbed it out of her hand. And Marissa is sitting there looking at him just shoot her straight away. No, like no, she was not even trying to hurt him at all. He literally went over there, pulled the gun from her, and not just shot her once. He shot her a few times to make sure she wasn't getting back up.
You're not about to tell this story, ma'am.
Exactly, like she tried to get me.
She wasn't even trying to get you.
Your big grown self that manhandled her, and her little bitty self talking about she tried to get like, and the police was even looking like, how did she overtake you in the struggle? Like it's logistically, the math is not even mathing. But they're like, ain't nobody say nothing different because Marissa was so out of it. She ain't saying, but the police was definitely looking like it don't really seem like she could have overpowered you, honestly. Like, come on now. And he's looking
and on top of that, because he was saying, like, she came here to take me, and my wife, I had to protect us, whatever. They was like, well, that's strange because why would she then let them call the ambulance for Colin and let your brother go up to be with your son? Like somebody that's coming with that kind of intent. It was the no tears for me, but he was carrying on like he was crying so hard. So then, of course, she started to say, what the hell happened with this damn car accident, bitch? Okay.
Ooh, and
I know y'all already mentioned it, but baby, I didn't have that on my bingo card. Like,
me either. I was like, yo, what? Yeah, they had the car accident. It was terrible because what's her name? Marissa just had her baby, and Carrie or Joseph, whatever her name is, had her baby. They was riding. She had him in the car seat. They was riding because she also had her baby as well. But she drove herself from the hospital, I believe, if I can remember. Carrie drove herself from the hospital after she had her baby, and then Peter and his and Marissa had their baby, and it was a collision, a bad one. I was like, I'm surprised anybody, all the adults survived. But after the accident, Marissa and Peter baby didn't survive. Peter is the only one who got out the car. Marissa was like knocked out, and Carrie was in and out of it as well. And then Peter saw that their baby was unalive, and he heard Carrie baby. So he had an idea, and he called. I guess he called for emergency as well, 911. And he had an idea, I guess, to just do a baby swap. It's like he want things to be so perfect. He want his wife to have a baby so bad.
He got lucky nothing ever happened, that they had to do no type of blood test or no nothing, because the gig would have been up. Like, you can't help your child because you're not the parents.
Oh, he would have found a damn way. He would have found a damn way because a narcissist knows no limits.
He would have found a way, but
he would have found a damn way to create some other type of fraud to make sure that people believe that was his child. He would have even dyed the damn baby's hair or used somebody else's blood sample, and that he would have just did. A narcissist, they know no limits. There is no limit to how low they will go to portray to be something that they are not.
Yeah, I believe that, especially all the stuff we've seen him do. And it really made me think, like, I started feeling so bad for damn Josie once we found out all this. Because at first I'm like, okay, she snapped when she, lost her baby, which you could see anybody doing. And I was like, maybe she felt some kind of connection to Milo, whatever have you. But the fact that she kept telling them over and over when they was like, your baby didn't make it, she was like, no, I heard him crying. I heard him crying. You know, sometimes you would think
Yeah.
like a person is just in
A
denial
mother's
because it
interest.
hurts so
Yeah.
much. But she really
Mhm.
did hear her damn baby crying. She just
But she
couldn't
was
move
in
it.
and
She
out
didn't
of
know.
it, and then yeah, she
Yeah,
was in and out.
she didn't know crazy ass Peter was back there lurking, switching damn babies.
And
Candy,
but see, you know,
Candy,
she
you
already
got
had that
sorry.
reputation of growing up. People thought that something was wrong with her because she said that, you know, she can taste words and she sees sounds and
Mhm.
she, you know,
Mhm.
and colors have like, you know, a
Mhm.
sound or a taste like you know, her brain worked in different ways. And her
Yeah.
mom even said that she would just like say crazy things and nobody would believe her, or she would have these dreams or she would have these visions. And they made it so she already had this reputation out there of being a little off and a little wayward. And that's just more that, you know, when she's telling people, no, her baby's alive, I heard him cry, but for them to already be like, well, you know, she been crazy, you know, she be just be hearing and seeing stuff
Mhm.
anyway, to take away from the validity of her actually know what she was talking about. Because in no way, shape, form, or fashion was Carrie/Josie ever crazy. Everything she
Nope.
said was completely true, and it took the detective to put two and two together to say that she was
Mhm.
right this whole time, but nobody ever believed her or listened to her because she had shit for parents and she had a whole
Mhm.
narcissist monster come in and abduct her baby.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And for whatever reason, they had thought that, you know, she actually had been unalive. So he pretty much figured he had got away with it. Everything was all
Right.
good. Oh Lord, but it really wasn't. It was something else I was about to ask y'all, and it just left me now. Candy, you got any thoughts on this? I'll try to remember what it was.
I just feel bad for Josie, you know, that she had to go through this. Like she grew up, like Kay said, she had shit for parents. But then once you do have a, you know, have a child, create a life that you can, you know, that's all your own, that you can raise yourself, and you probably would have been a whole lot better than your mother was. I hate that a baby was taken from her, but I see why we are here where we are, because the ninja stole the baby, but she realized that was her baby when he said something about a scent, something was orange or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and she
Mhm.
knew
Yeah.
Yes.
that was her child because they have the same. I'm gonna say
Mm-hmm.
specialty. They have the
They
same
were
special.
both
Synesthesia.
like, yeah, they were both like a type of neurodivergence that the brain kind of
Yes.
wires things
Yeah.
differently, so that when she wasn't lying when she told people that she sees sounds and she hears colors and she tastes
Mhm.
words.
Yeah.
That's like she was completely telling the truth. It's just the way that her brain was wired. Some people that are on the autism spectrum can experience
Mm-hmm.
things such as that, and that's why the detective put it together, because his son is neurodivergent. And so when
Yep.
she knew that
Yeah.
she had these symptoms as a child, and Milo had them symptoms as a child,
Mhm.
and Marissa and Peter don't have these symptoms as a child, and she's like, okay, now the math is making sense for her, but nobody else, because as a child, she was told that she was crazy. But seeing that this
Right.
genetic trait was passed down to somebody else, she's like, I knew I was right. My baby is still alive. This has to be my child. But who was going to take her serious if her mom was telling
Mhm.
everybody as a child that she used to tell stories and make up crazy stuff and that she's completely out of her mind? Is that her mom never got her tested for any of those traits that she had as
Right.
a child to get her the proper help, or to say that, oh,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing wrong with her. Her brain just thinks differently than everybody else. So she was in an impossible situation because nobody
Yeah.
understood her or her neurodivergence. And I don't even think Marissa and Peter understood Milo being neurodivergent, because they
No,
wouldn't
they
take him
didn't.
seriously either.
Mm-mm.
No.
They're just like, oh, you know, he's
Yeah.
a child. He just got a big
Yeah,
imagination.
because
He just
Yep.
say stuff like that.
even when the cop, I think he called like the social worker, her old school, and they mentioned that yeah, she used to have those same things, and it was like, oh,
Hmm.
that's the real thing, and he was like, yes, it is, because his son's school just so happened to bring it up, and you know, then
Correct.
he
Right.
started doing more research on it, so and then it was like, yeah, it wasn't really a big thing. A lot of people didn't know about it, you know, years ago or whatever, child. I guess, but that was a hot ass mess. So in my mind, all I'm thinking about at this point is, girl, what the hell are you gonna do? Because one, she knows now what he did with the accident, and she knows that he took the man out because she was able to listen to the message on the phone. He's still telling her, "Oh, we gotta be together. You can't say nothing to the cops. We in this because then they gonna take Milo away, and you know we still gonna be one big happy family." So I'm like, girl, I know you ain't about to stay with this man. And every time she see him playing with Milo, because at one point he got mad at Milo and was like, "You can't do that. You're mine." And she just staring at him. I'm like, "Girl, what you gonna do? Because you gotta do something. We cannot just be stuck with Peter for the rest of our damn lives,
Marissa was
right?
plotting and planning, girl.
I'm like, you got something up your sleeves. Please tell me that." And even at Colin's damn funeral, he got the nerve to still be telling the sister, like, "Oh, yeah, it's good." He tried to come at the brother like he still
Exactly.
wouldn't
He
stop.
was still talking shit at the funeral.
At
Should
the
have been
funeral. I
him.
know. And that's why what she did to him, I was happy.
And the sister ain't even say nothing after that. After when this, because I think it started to click for the sister. Like, you know what? Marissa
She gave
probably
him
did
the kiss
do it.
of death,
Yeah.
baby.
But
And the fact that she kissed him so long and so passionately, he was like, "Oh, what happened with that? What made you do that?"
Oh, I ain't never seen her even touch his.
No,
She
exactly.
she
went to
was
go get some
disgusted
damn
by
curtain
him.
cleaner,
Yeah,
and she
he
said,
was
"I tell
disgusted
you to
by
leave the
him.
house
Exactly.
because I don't want to see your ass." Okay, so
Mhm.
when she kissed him, I said, "Oh shit, somebody pop off." I didn't
And
know what
he
it
was
was.
Yeah.
talking trash to her as he was passing away, because he was like, when they couldn't find the inhaler, he's like, "You always not the inhaler, the EpiPen." He was like, "You always pack my man,
Exactly.
just go to sleep."
Yeah.
Exactly. Just go to bed. Just go to sleep. Right.
That's why the sister ain't have
Look,
nothing
would you
for her.
hurry up and die already? You taking too long.
Right.
The police thought they was gonna flip the sister, and she was just like, "Nah, I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary."
That was
I
so funny
Anyway,
to
'cause he
me.
talk shit to
That
her.
was
What
so
was he?
funny to me.
What was he
I
allergic
was
to? Shellfish or something? No, it was soy.
um
Soy, right?
soy, I
Soy,
think it was.
Soy.
Yeah.
Man, I would have put soy all
And
on
when
his
the
lips and
sister had
everything.
made up the menu, she had said like what things was going to be on what section, like to have it separated just in case anybody was allergic. So we already know she purposely put that on her lips, went and came and gave him the long kiss. And at
She was
first he was like, huh, huh, huh. "Oh, it's okay, I got that." But then when she realized, well, she knew when he realized, like, "Oh, that's one is not there." He was even like, "Oh, don't worry about it. You always have the emergency backup one." And she calling for help, acting like she really
fired.
waiting on it. And
Okay, well, Tamika, wait a minute, Tamika, I got a question for you. I like this question that CPJ Morgan said. Where was all the black people at the memorial service for Lawrence?
child,
Where
I don't
was they
know. They
was?
probably
Why they
say,
let that
"Y'all, you
lady have
messing
the
around
memorial
with
service for
Peter."
him? Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
probably said, "You messing
there was
around
two.
with
He
Peter
said it was
and
two
and
people
these
there.
clear people. We ain't got time for it, child. We stayed
No,
away."
he owed the black people money.
Yeah, he probably owed the money too. That's the other part because
Uh-uh.
he did have a bad
House
gambling
up.
addiction.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he put his house up for something at one point?
They, I think,
Yeah,
they
Yeah.
had, yeah, they had to, because he owed all them people. That's, I think
yeah,
that's
he
what the
owed all
mom
the
and the
money.
mom and the sister made sure that his house went up for sale, because they couldn't pay his debt neither. He owed
Oh
too
yeah,
Right.
right,
damn
right.
money.
Yeah.
What, we ain't
He
Yeah.
got
was
it.
in bad. Yeah, he was in bad shape. He was in bad shape. Yeah.
And he was so disrespectful to his sister. I was like, damn, even the look she gave him, like, she was like, "I loved him. Like, you would think you would let me grieve for a minute." Hell no, not Peter.
Not even in death. He said, "But
Mm-mm.
y'all wouldn't never made it no way. Y'all still wasn't no good couple,
He's a great
Right.
because
father.
y'all both addicts, As
Right.
He was
if
like,
it ain't
y'all
his
shouldn't
fault
be
that she's an
together.
addict."
Oh, he was terrible. Oh,
He
he was
blamed her.
terrible.
Didn't he say
Just
that was her
crap
fault
as he
too?
dying.
Yeah.
Just talking
Her.
crap.
It would have never worked anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
sir, your
cold.
wife don't even love you, but you all over here in my relationship. At least Colin loves
Thank
me.
you.
She don't even like you no more.
Oh wow.
I think liking is worse. Not liking somebody is worse than not loving, because you can like you.
Absolutely.
If I like you, I'm gonna treat you nice. You don't even. Oh God, she don't even like you,
Yeah,
sir.
right. I
She
agree.
sent you on a
I
dummy
agree.
mission just because she didn't want your ass around. Okay.
Exactly.
Mm.
Boy,
But
when
I
she said
love the
that,
fact that I love the fact that they just knew, like, "Oh yeah, the sister gonna come in here and tell it because she took out her brother." Man, that sister said, "Bump him."
No, bump
She,
him because
yeah.
because the way he did her dirty and the other brother. No,
hmm
no. What y'all think about that detective though? Did y'all like him and his story?
Yeah, I liked him. I like
Yeah,
that actor.
with the story with the child with the autism or whatever he had, special
oh
needs.
yeah, I like
Yeah.
Michael Pena as an
Yeah.
actor. Anyway, he was my
Yes,
favorite character
yes.
in the series.
Yes, I liked him
Yeah.
because he really put it all together and came and let her know that it was put together. And he said, "I thought that it would bother me but it really don't. Okay, go ahead and live your life, girl. Live your life.
No,
But see, no,
because he
he knows
realized that
for his
Rita was a
child.
piece of trash.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
too.
Peter.
Yeah. So he realized that what Peter did, and then that's why he ain't go after the lady, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
now
And
I
he knew
like
he
Yeah,
it. I
did
because
like
she
he
was
did some
nervous.
wrong for his child too. So
Mm-hmm.
gotta
Oh
make
yeah, that was
we
another
gotta
thing.
make
Remember when he
sacrifices sometimes.
yeah, I thought Miss K, I thought he was gonna get caught after what he did and
Yep.
switch the evidence or whatever it was, trying to
Mhm.
help it. I
Help
thought he
his
was gonna
baby.
get
Oh no, for them Xanax.
yeah, I thought he was gonna get caught. I was like, oh no, I hope he don't get caught. I understand why he did what he did, you know.
Yeah, when he
Yeah.
went over there and found his baby, and they said, "Oh, he did so good. It was chaotic, and the baby's sitting in his own stuff. And he gotta go change his child." I should stop calling him a baby because he wasn't no baby, but I be calling
We'll
all my
see.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said,
He
"No, he won't stay
changed
here
a
another."
diaper, and the other men wouldn't even watch their child for 30 minutes.
They be
And
Right.
crazy.
this that guy was a great father, that detective. He was a
Yep.
great father. He was
Yes.
hands on with his child, making the lunches
Mama down.
at the school. Yeah, he cleaned them up with the diaper and all that stuff.
And he
That's
bring
cool.
he bring the child to his job, and then
Yep.
he pick out the Skittles or whatever he gave him.
When
Yeah,
he's on the
yeah.
phone.
Have little mentions for me, like what a Hail Mary. And I just like the way he handled his son. He handled him
Yes.
like a normal
Oh,
child. He didn't
per-
treat him different.
Mhm.
no.
He,
I
he
loved
just
it.
he was very
Yeah.
good with his child.
I
He
love
even
the
had to
Very sweet.
calm
relationship
the
between
wife
him
down.
and his wife and all that. So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely not like freaking Jenny Raggedy husband, because she was dealing with a raggedy husband too. I think y'all had
Yeah.
already mentioned it.
Yeah,
But
both of their
even
husbands
her
was bad.
driving past, and her son was like, "Mommy, ain't that daddy sitting over there in the
He's
car?"
sitting up at the park scrolling through
Right.
Instagram or
Yeah.
TikTok or whatever the hell he was doing.
I wish he would have put her
Oh
foot down
God.
his throat.
Y'all, what
Scroll
do y'all
back.
Yes.
think? Because do y'all think that was worse than if she would have caught him in the park cheating
I
on
thought
her
maybe he was in the
with
park
another
like
That's
woman?
what I
This
thought she
man was in there like a high school teenager.
was
I
in
thought
Because
maybe he was out there pleasuring himself or
And
something
the
like that.
fact that he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, but I need a break,"
He
sometimes
needed
A
I
a
need
break
to
break
from
to
take
be
what?
care.
on social media.
A break from what? How about I break your neck? How about
Exactly.
that? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
damn.
A break from what?
Cause how you
You ain't
explain
did
that to
that.
people? You caught your husband in the park. That you caught him do with another one. No, I caught his ass on social media. How you explain that to
that's
people?
worse than having a woman, or worse than
Yeah.
having a
Cause,
man.
And that
what
lady,
is
that
that
nosy
really?
lady saw him too. Remember that? Because that's how she went over there. She was like, your
Yeah,
husband,
she was
he ain't
like,
had
"Oh
no
no,
thing,
you
ma'am.
wrong."
Oh,
So
that old
He over
lady,
there."
the old nosy old lady.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's worse than being caught with
That's
with
childish.
somebody else.
That's childish.
Because you're not at home, you parked at the. If it was me, or if a child went in the car, baby, I would have did a Sabrina. I would have head on collision. Okay, seatbelt
Right.
on tight. I'll make sure my seatbelt was tight. Listen,
He said he don't
pedal
want
to
to
the
grow
metal,
up.
and I would have head on collision.
He want to be a
She
Toys
should
R Us
threw him
kid.
right on out the house at that point. Yeah. So
He allergic to.
He should, she should have just built him a little tree house in the backyard since he want to be childish.
and it's clear that he's like a high school, really like a middle school teacher or something like that, a high school teacher. She making way more money. Look at the nice house they lived
Yeah.
in and all that. She don't need him. She throw his ass out.
And they ain't grow up. Just stuck in his childhood. Like that's all you want. That's
yeah,
why you don't want to have a wife and a child. You want you the child, your damn self.
Development. He got arrested
exactly.
development. Shout out to
Mhm.
God.
Yeah. And I'm glad she was like, I might as well be on my own if I've been on my own anyway. Like, I'm doing it by myself anyway. So goodbye
Right.
and good night.
Yeah. Goodbye. Good night. Right.
Yeah.
She should find out what he allergic to too. Take his ass out of here. Find
Well,
out what
he
allergic
was
to.
fine. He seemed like he was fine with being divorced. Peter was the one that wasn't going to let go and destroy everybody's life and do what he had to do. Her
Oh,
husband just was
that's a
lazy,
fact.
child.
Yeah, the other guy seemed like he okay with being divorced.
He
Right.
was okay with just being over eating his snacks and scrolling. Like, okay, you don't want to be married no more? I can eat more snacks and scroll.
Right.
But the thing is, he was concerned about, I don't want my son to hate me. Sir, you don't care about your son. What do you mean you don't want your son to hate you? She had to
You
tell
mean
him.
at this point that was his brother because you wasn't taking care of
Okay,
him. That was not your
but she
child.
had
That
to
was your
let him
brother.
know. Don't worry about it. He'll see for himself and know that's not how he's supposed to treat a woman. I said, boom.
At this point, she was taking care of both of y'all.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Cecil and Simone.
What fatherly things has he ever did with his son besides let me call your mama so she can come and fix you something to eat? Let me call your mama because I don't know where your sock drawer is. Let me call your mama because I don't know what time you're supposed to take a bath. Let me call your mama because I don't even know what your teacher name is. He
No.
was not
These fathers,
Terrible.
these two
He was
fathers
terrible.
did not know anything. But then you go to the detective. That detective father, he knew everything about his child.
everything.
Everything. And they were like
Exactly.
they were like best friends. So
Mhm.
yeah, that was just it was a
And
mess.
ain't no
Yeah.
excuse to being a sorry ass dad with no excuse.
But you
Yeah.
don't want your child to
None.
be mad at you. What the hell? You don't care about that kid. What are you talking
Nope.
about, sir?
Look at these two look happy as on the what? They sitting there drinking
Yes,
their
they here
wine
like
and
we
everything.
free girls, single ladies. Okay, I
Mhm.
mean maybe they about to bump the
That's
flex like
enough,
y'all
child.
said.
Free from the shackles of bums.
Man,
Right.
this was a good series. It was just
It
sad that
really
Josie
was.
had to die because she didn't get to be with her
Yeah.
child. This is crazy.
Hmm. And she
Yeah.
knew
And
that
she had trifling parents.
Marissa really loved him. If anything, she knew
Yeah,
Peter was a danger. So and then
yeah.
even when
But
he
she
was
get
like, I don't remember, I forgot what he said, something about like not remembering when he was born or his mommy because they was watching something on TV because it was playing games with him, feeding him his favorite snacks, and then she's seeing herself coming up on the news, and it's like, you know how kids are. He was cool with that for a minute, but after a while, he was like, "I'm ready to take my ass home, girl.
She
Like
just
enough of
want
these
right. He
kids,
said, "All
mama.
right,
babes."
he said, when vacation over, I'm gonna go
Right,
back
when
home."
vacation
Oh
over,
yeah, that little
yes.
boy was smart. He knew that wasn't
Mm.
his mother. Yeah. Hmm.
Well, not the one that raised him anyway.
I
Right.
But
mean, well, that's what I meant. You know, that's the one that
yeah.
raised him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
poor
he
Oh,
didn't
he
Marissa
know.
didn't
does.
even know that was her doggone child. So
Yeah,
to
she
her, that
did.
was
That
just her
broke her heart.
baby.
Like she's finding out that her baby has been gone all this time,
And her
That's
and
mother and
you
Yeah.
think
father
that
was
crazy.
her mother
trash.
is their
Yeah.
baby. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
That's
Like, how
crazy.
even devastating is that to know that your real child is actually gone?
Gone for
Right, and
years.
you find out 6 years later.
And the
Child.
guy who played the actor who's playing Peter, he constantly be playing on these crazy roles. He do a hell of a
Yeah,
job
he
though.
do. He
Bravo
do.
to him.
Yeah,
He do a great job
yeah.
playing these crazy type of characters. I wonder which one he gonna do next that we can watch because he
Right.
always been.
Oh God. Well, they definitely did a good job with this. I enjoyed it. Any y'all have any final thoughts or anything that we may not have talked about that you can
I'm
remember?
still telling people to watch it. People who hadn't seen it, I'm still telling
Oh
people to
Yeah.
watch
yeah, it's still a good
Yeah. I think they
it.
series.
won like
It's,
two
I'm sure it's
awards.
still probably number one on Peacock list. It was number
Mhm.
one at one point.
Yeah, I know they got nominated for a few things, and I think they won too, which doesn't surprise me because it really was well done. And just the
Yeah.
fact that she got
yeah.
that idea to write the novel, like I'm almost kind of curious to read the novel because you know how the novel always
Right.
have more details than the show.
Mm-hmm.
And if they showed us all this crazy stuff in the show, then I'm like, well, what the hell was left in the book that we didn't hear about?
Right.
Question. I had put it in the
Yeah.
chat. Do y'all think at one point, and we know Josie daddy wasn't hitting on nothing because he was a bookie. So when she asked him,
Mm-hmm.
she was fussing about her mom. And she was like, he was like, why are you still working? She said, I paid my mom off last month. You know, he wanted to know why she's still working. And she said, well, can I come stay with you? He said, no, I'm done with your mama. That's what divorce is for. I ain't got nothing to do with her. What
Right.
they got to do with your
Yeah.
child? She
Right.
That's
said,
why I
daddy,
said
Exactly.
both of them was trash too. Yeah.
Raggedy.
Yeah,
I thought daddy
raggedy.
was going to be halfway semi-decent for a
He did
second
see
Mm-hmm.
until he
2 seconds.
said,
Two.
no, I ain't got
Yeah,
to deal with
less
your
than
mama.
2 seconds.
What they got to do with Josie,
Right.
He
though?
said he
She
want
had to
that
come
lady
stay
coming
with
over
you.
there with starting her stuff.
I say, my God.
Man, listen, Josie
And
didn't stand a
she was
chance
almost
either.
grown then. Because she had to be like
Yeah.
almost 18 if she wasn't 18.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah, that was horrible just to know that she really didn't have nobody, and then she turned around and because I like when we first was introduced to her and we get in her flashback, I thought she lost the baby like in the hospital while she was pregnant, like maybe the stress of the boyfriend getting locked up, and when she
Yeah,
was
when he
doing
got
all that
arrested and she
banging
was
because
kicking
she
the
was,
shit out of
yeah,
that
and she
trip.
was kicking it, yeah. I thought maybe something had happened then because we didn't see the car accident till a little bit later, and then we found out like no, she really did have a whole baby that was alive that she was driving home with. Like that trauma alone, and for the mother to come out at her the way she did and then deal with that from the farm, like she really didn't stand a damn chance at all. Hey, Queen. That dad had a double
Hey,
standard.
Queen. Hey, Shayna.
Hey, what's up, Shayna? Baby, listen. I mean, was absolute scourge. Child, I don't got my
A
glasses on. I
scoundrel.
done made a whole another sentence.
I was like,
I said,
what's
what
she
did Tamika
reading?
read?
Right.
That
She
plot
said he was
twist
a
was
scoundrel.
crazy.
Oh, you don't hear that word that often, scoundrel.
Right,
Right,
scoundrel.
scoundrels. That's what I
Yes,
was
my
like.
grandma
I gotta
used
make
to
that
say
popular
that.
again. Scoundrel.
Yes.
Right. Oh my goodness. Mm.
But
Yeah, this whole thing was good.
thank everybody for joining us. I definitely appreciate it. We're gonna go around, start with Monique, Candy, Inga, Miss Kira K. Any last thoughts on this and what you got going on coming up for the people on your channels?
We got sister this week, and tomorrow we're gonna talk about married to medicine. With the panel. What else? I definitely gonna talk about the shakeup with the sisters of it all, and some other stuff. And some new shows, new series that I'm interested in. Um, First and trailer reactions, and I'm back on my Beyond the Gates this week. So yes, season 2 is in effect. They started season 2. So yeah, it's a fresh start for me. So I'm committed to getting back on my reviews for those. And that's about it.
Child, I'm so far beyond the gates. I'm so far behind. At one point, I was caught up and I done fell behind again.
Girl, they on
Candy.
season 2.
I know.
You just had to binge watch, girl.
If you can find it.
On over to Prime or to that other place.
Right. For me, yes. Tomorrow we are talking about the Medicine Wives, and I plan on laying into Eugene and Toya real bad. So y'all have y'all boots tied up, tight, because I plan on laying it down. Yeah. So all of us going live tomorrow. Shayna, Tamika. I mean, well, Tamika could come if you watch it. Monique and Miss Kira. We're gonna talk about the Medicine Wives tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then we're back on Sisters. And I think we need to do a Sisters live watch because I just learned that we are going to be getting some new characters and some people are not going to be back. So I think we need to talk about it while we're watching it live. We'll talk about that behind the scenes, but I'm going to throw that out there in the public.
Yeah, and please join the membership. Okay, to everybody who got a membership.
And that's all for me.
Inga.
Thank y'all for having me. Let me see. I'm kind of taking a little break this week. I think Moochie's coming back tomorrow, so we're gonna be doing some trending topics, talking about these crazy celebrities and the BS that they doing. So she wants, so it'll be live. She'll be hosting, but I'll be on the panel with her. And I think that's tomorrow. And then otherwise this week, I think I'm just gonna kind of take it easy. And then next week we recapping, we doing our throwback recapping Snowfall. We on season 5. So that's next Tuesday.
Okay.
And then I think Friday, I think I'm gonna do, I haven't set nothing up yet, but I think Friday I'm gonna do the fourth last episode for the 4th, because I haven't been recapping it. So I said, well, now that it's over, I'll do the last thing, and see how this stupid show ends. So, but that's about it. I don't really have a lot going on. Might take it kind of easy because I was doing a lot in December, so I think I'm gonna take it November, December. I think I'm gonna take it easy this month, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, right. What you got going on?
Please catch the replay of my weekly huddle I did yesterday, as well as I joined the ladies on Lighten Up with Letitia's panel for Beyond the Gates. We wrapped up season 1, and then we did the first 5 chapters of Curtis Duncan, Bounty Hunter. Yes, on the TV Junkie book club. So that was great. That book was really good. So go ahead and pick your copy up. And then I'll join the ladies tomorrow for Married to Medicine. I'm going to try to put out my own Married to Medicine also. Other than that, keep your notifications on, child. It's going to be something up there.
Wait a minute, I don't mean to jump in, but I'm going to try to remember to be in the chat when y'all talking about that Married to Medicine, because I know y'all going to go in hard on that Toya and Eugene. I just want to laugh. I'm going to have my popcorn.
That's what Candy said.
Yeah, I'm going to have my popcorn.
Candy said.
I know y'all gonna go in hard on that thing, so I'm gonna be listening to that.
Okay, Kay, what's happening over on Slice the Horror?
Just wrapped up Stranger Things. Just wrapped up Pluribus. We got one more episode of Power Book 4 Force left. I did my top 10 films of 2025, so check that out heading into this year. Wonder Man drops this month, and the next 28 Years Later movie drops this month, I believe. So be on the lookout for those couple of things. All things horror, all things nerdy. Make sure you hit subscribe.
Yes. Hey Queen, hey Golden. I didn't even see when you came in. CBJ Morgan. Let me see, because it was like 30-40 people that was popping in and out, but y'all really wasn't talking. But we appreciate y'all coming through. We hope you hit the like, you comment, you share, you subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe to all of the channels. Okay, I will have their links in the description, and that you hype us up and let the peoples come on over and check it out. So a good amount of people must have been watching this series. If you come on a replay, let us know you replay again. You came by, put some flames up in the sky. Okay, tell us what you like, what you didn't like. Did you know who was going to be and what was going down? Did you know that, Peter was going to be trash on trash on trash on trash? Anyway, y'all, I'm supposed to have been on at 9:45, just a spur of the moment to talk about the sisters of it all and what I've seen in these streets today. I'm late, but I'm still gonna pop up over there for a couple minutes. I ain't gonna stay on long. And then of course we got Sisters Wednesday, and I don't think I'm doing anything the rest of the week because I'm gonna be out partying for my birthday.
I know that's right.
So yeah, that's what we got. Thank y'all for joining. Appreciate everybody. I don't know if either Monique or Candy, if y'all want to join me to talk about sisters, you can. But other than that, we'll see y'all later, y'all. Toodaloo. Thanks for coming.
Send me the link, Tamika.
All right. Welcome. Come in. This is Tamika's Zen. I'm Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. You are now in the Zen.
Go lock in with Tamika's Den. Ooh, that's fire. Go lock in with Tamika's Den.
Power to the people, okay? She's feeling like I'm about to come out.